30-minute mastermind. We have really exciting things happening today. Juliana is going to take us through cleaning out our closet, our internal closet, and we're going to do some house cleaning. We're going in today. We're going to get rid of all this internal junk, and Julianne's going to take us through a really fun, snappy way to take care of this. Ready, Julianne?
Well, our human nature is so much like in tune that we are so eager to have immediate change, and we want to see immediate changes all the time, whether it's better results we want to have in relationships or in school grades or whatever results we're looking for. We want it immediately. And we sometimes forget that we are searching too much on the outside and don't really look inside where the start needs to be coming from. Actually, inside it's where the start begins, and I think right now we have the perfect opportunity throughout the Christmas time to go inside and inwards. So that's what we're going to try to do with this little exercise we're going to have for you. And yes, I'm going to start talking before we do the exercise about a little program that I used to present at a workshop, and I called it Spark Joy. And get rid of your internal junk. So sometimes when we are cleaning our house, or especially our closets, we get rid of certain things that are not serving any longer, that we don't really need anymore. So I have come up with a few little pieces that I want to relate to certain things in life, or to certain conditions or circumstances that we might want to get rid of or replace. So the first one I would like to share with you is, what am I going to get rid of, or what am I going to keep? Let's see. Got some nice shoes out of my closet, but do I still like them? Do they actually really spark joy in my life, or am I going to get rid of them? Do they still serve a purpose, or are they just memories of some good old times where when we went out or had some fun, or do I still need them and want them in my life? So I think I'm still going to keep them, because they have good memories attached, and I can still use them and wear them, and they still feel comfortable. So keeper. But now I got another item that's I don't know if I still like it or not. I don't know. I mean, it's nice, isn't it? How do you like it? Yeah? Well, I don't know. This item here is so much of a piece that I got from somebody. A friend of mine gave it to me, and I would feel so guilty if I throw it away. Actually, if I just throw this away, then I feel like I'm betraying that person. And but what am I going to do? What am I going to decide? How am I going to decide? Keep or just giving it away? Well, I'm going inside, and I decide for myself that I'm gonna give it away. So I'm not just saying, okay, well, I get rid of you. I say, okay, you served my purpose. I thank you very much that you were a long time in my life, and I wore you with a lot of grace and a lot of style. But now it's time to serve someone else's purpose. So I just give it away, and someone else can enjoy it, and it might spark joy in their life. So then sometimes only have materials in our life, but we have also people, or yeah, encounters that we have, and people are part of it, and of our choosing and all that, of our growth actually. So sometimes we need to also get rid of people, or being in my life, or are they maybe toxic? Do they support my growth, or are they just fueling my downfall, basically? So that's what we also have to consider when we're dealing with relationships, for example, with people. So those little examples are examples that you can take right now when we're going to start doing the exercise. And I'm going to ask you now to get out your head. Have you got your notepads ready? Simon and Laurie? Yeah? Good. I'm going to also write things down. And I'm going to ask you to just draw a line. Draw a line like this. Oops. Yeah? And on the left side, you're going to have a negative sign. And on the right hand side, you're going to have a plus sign, positive sign. So that's done. We're going to write down, and I encourage you to do that as well at home if you like. And right now we're just going to have 1 minute. We're going to do this 1 minute, not too long. But you guys can do it later on, again, a little bit more of a deep dive if you like, and just repeat this exercise easily at home or now throughout the Christmas time. Even do it as a family exercise, you can do it. And asking yourself, how can I better replace negative feelings or negative circumstances or conditions that I currently right now have in my life? How can I better replace them with something more worthwhile that you would maybe like to see in your life? It's right now maybe too negative, but everything negative has also a positive. There's this law of opposites. There wouldn't be a down if there wasn't an up, or an inside if there wasn't an outside. So so it really makes sense. It doesn't make sense right now, but it will, the more we repeat and do it. So just write down on the left side a couple of things you feel really negative about right now. What makes you feel upset? What is something that is a condition that is reoccurring maybe in your life that is so annoying that it just gives you negative results you don't want to see any longer, but you don't know how, or you might be not aware enough how to change it or how to replace it. So write that down. And on the positive side, on the right hand side, you can write down how you would like to see it. What outcome would you like rather better, and how would you like to feel better, and how would you like to maybe also contribute better in this whole world and in your relations with others? Because oftentimes we say society is such and such, and we label so much, but we are all parts individually of this society, of the whole. So that change that we want to see outside, we have to ignite and start within ourselves. So on the right hand side, just write down how you love to see that and how you
So
love to
on the
feel
left,
better.
can I ask you a question?
How can
On
you
the
make
left, you want us to write negative feelings, negative conditions, negative circumstances, negative results. Is that right? That we don't like.
That's right. And on the right hand side, on the left, and then on the right hand side, how you like to be, what is the better outcome you are seeing? What is the end result you would love to see? And how could you actually see yourself into? So, are we going to start the minute?
Okay.
Yeah?
Let's
Ready?
start. Ready?
Ready, steady, go. Let's do
Go.
this. The minute is very long, isn't it?
I think we're ready.
Time is relative, right?
Exactly. You guys ready?
Yes.
Benito?
Do you want us to continue doing the positive? Because I was just doing a couple of the negative things, thinking about that.
Okay.
Do you want us to write the positive now?
Yes.
Okay.
So we do another minute for that. Write down the
Okay.
positive. Okay. Yeah, because that's what we're more interested in, right?
Yeah.
Because we are solution seekers, or attempt to be.
Yeah, we don't want to dwell too much on the negative.
No. If we have to dwell, then dwell on the positive.
Hmm.
So yeah, on the right side with the positive, just write down how you would like to see the change that you want to bring about, how you would like to maybe contribute even to that change as being part. Those exercises are excellent, by the way, because they bring you so much into the present moment. The writing forces you to be present.
And it's something, there's a real benefit to things that are tactile as well. Like, rather than just staring at screens all the time, actually holding and using a pen and paper.
Exactly.
I think that's what we're lacking a lot of at the moment, is tactile.
That's why we do this.
It's like there's been a big there's a big surge in sale of books, for example, and board games, because people are looking to go back to those things that are more familiar, and they kind of bring them comfort as well. Because we spend so much time working on the screen, we want to be away from that when we can.
Yep.
Well, I think the second minute's up.
I love boards.
Hmm.
Let me know. Simon, do you want to start?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
give us
I think
one on your list.
okay. Well, I think definitely in 2020 we've seen small independent businesses suffering a lot, unfortunately, through the lockdowns and that kind of thing, and just people's fear of going out and people kind of sticking mainly. They've kind of been brought. They've kind of thinking at the moment, oh, I'll shop at Amazon or that kind of thing because it's convenient and easy and quick. But I think I really want to see small and independent businesses thrive, and I think companies like Amazon are very negative. I mean, they have some benefits, but on the whole, they're very bad for the high street and for small and independent businesses. They're killing off these kind of businesses. So I think what we can do and what I'm trying to do more of is shop as much as possible at small businesses and avoiding supermarkets. I mean, you might spend a little bit more at these shops, but if you maybe cut out maybe the things you don't need at the supermarket, like, I don't know, a pack of donuts or something, and spend your money wisely, you can then support the local business.
Yeah.
Which, and all that money is going into the local business owner, whereas many of these big businesses like Amazon, they don't pay any taxes and they don't pay their workers well either. They pay them very badly. The conditions are terrible, and yeah, that's what I think we can do more of, shopping at local businesses.
That's great. Local anyway is good to support, and it's
Hmm.
also more fresh most of the time.
Oh
The
yeah, definitely.
food, for example. Yeah, definitely. How about you, Laurie?
Getting the microphone back on. I was busy writing, interestingly, James and I do a lot of traveling. That's just part of our life, our lifestyle. Our business takes us to a lot of different places, a lot of travel. And although we've been fine because we've worked from home since 1997, we've done a lot of, we work from home. We're used to doing that. We work from wherever we are. We're not big go out party kind of people. We've never been that. So all of these things haven't really impacted us in the way that maybe it has some other people. We're more introvert. We've talked about this introvert thing before. We're quite happy. We're very homebodies. Though the part of things that that we have felt about it is not traveling, not being on the move, because our whole life has been on the move. There was a time that we were traveling so much, we would come home, take things out of the suitcase, put fresh things in, and off we would go, start the laundry, and off we would go again. And at one time I didn't know where things were. We were gone for so long. I knew where they were in my suitcase, but I didn't know where they were at home. So that part of it has been what we've worked on, is this, it's been more than a year. November, we came here and we haven't gone back. We haven't gone to visit clients anywhere. We haven't been on this travel move that we're used to. And the other thing is we haven't seen our grandchildren or our daughters in more than a year. And great-grandchildren. We have a daughter in Michigan and all of her family with children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and a daughter in Ireland with grandchildren there. And we haven't seen them physically in more than a year. And not seeing them physically is quite normal, but we do see them several times in the year and spend very focused time with them, very, very focused, quality when we are with them. And so what have we been doing and what can we do more, different, better? Christmas, our daughter in Ireland said, let's do bingo with the kids for Christmas. Let's do a bingo game. And our young grandson is learning numbers and learning letters, and he now loves being like the bingo caller. He picks the thing and calls he's learning his numbers and letters this way. So we're going to have a bingo on Christmas Day. We're going to have a bingo game with them through through the internet, Facebook Live, or whatever, if it's too busy, we'll figure out another method. The other thing is to start planning something. Start planning what do you want to do next. People keep asking me, when are you going back? Well, I don't know. When are you going to get on a plane and fly internationally next? I don't know. We have 2 or 3 international airports we have to go through for us to get from here back to Michigan. And it's a 2-day journey, and it's 2 overnights, and so I don't know is the answer. Right now, we've used our vouchers and purchased our tickets for March because they would expire, and they're changeable tickets. So we're planning, but is that going to happen? I don't know. We'll see in March if it's doable. If not, then it'll be when it is doable. But plan for something. Plan for something down the road, and be okay with changing. Be okay with shifting and changing. And beyond March, what do you want to do? Start putting some things in your forward future thinking that are positive, that, when you're able to do something, more normal again, what would you like to do? What would you really like to do? And kind of make your vision of it, plan it, dream it, and then just don't put that absolute date on it right now that you're going to be so disappointed that it doesn't happen. And we've been starting to plan more projects, online projects. We've been doing online things, working with helping people online in different ways than we would do face-to-face. So there's so much that can be done online if you embrace it instead of seeing it as a negative. Oh, I have to do this again. Well, hi, I'm touching you now. Hi. You can reach out and touch people without physically touching.
And I think that's very
You can connect to the heart. If it's about them, it's not about you. It's all about them. You can connect at the heart anytime. Anytime.
And it's really important what you said, because if you don't have a long-term goal or plans, then it's very tempting to get wrapped up in the doom and gloom, and you're more likely to be scrolling through, I don't know, all the negative news on the websites or Twitter or that kind of thing, or just watching the news on TV. And that's if you have something positive to look forward to, then you won't really that's what you can change is what's going on in your life. You can't change what's going on in a global picture. As we were saying earlier, Julianne, we are part of society, so we can change the immediate people around us, like our family members, our friends, or the people in the local community, but we can't affect what's going on a global scale.
Yeah.
So there's no point focusing on that, really.
Yeah, it's changing the mindset about it. It's changing your mindset, and you will have ripples on people around you.
Mm-hmm.
And the more we try to attain this inner peace for ourselves and bring ourselves to a more quiet, calmer place inside, because that's where the outside change is gonna start. The calmer we get inside, the better we can be outside, and we'll see that calm that we want, or whatever, this good vibration doesn't need to be calm all the time. And
calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom, right?
Absolutely. So to go back always to the present moment if there's difficulty, because sometimes we are so in our heads that it's racing. It's we are not necessarily doing a lot of productive things. Sometimes it seems, and although the head is like racing from past thoughts to present, but the actual change is only going to happen in the future moment. So what I, for example, like to do, really hone into, and it really helps me personally, is the breathing, the conscious breathing. When I do my yoga sessions in the morning, then I really try to think consciously, and in the beginning I was not even aware that I did it quite wrong, but it really gets your breath. When you're focusing on your breath, you cannot really think, and that's how it actually. And then we might say, okay, well, but we want to think. But sometimes this moment of like zen or not thinking about anything, emptiness of the mind, that's where then the calmness comes to create better and better. Yeah, so the conscious breathing for me works really wonders at the minute to sometimes calm down the noise that is going out on externally, or digitally, or talking to friends and family. So yeah. So guys, I hope you did a good job on yours, and go deeper and even deeper, and put some more additional information in. And well, I mean, repetition is the key, and this whole house cleaning, like the same as we are cleaning our homes on a maybe not daily basis, but at least a weekly basis, then we can make it a habit, a good habit, to do this mentally as well. So having this mental house cleaning on a weekly basis already helps a lot, and really creates more productivity in people's lives. In my life it has.
And get rid of that mental internal junk.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
We're at the end of 30 minutes, Julianne.
Yeah.
We are.
So
It goes
it has been a
zoom.
pleasure with you.
It's great to see him.
Thank you for participating. And we see you next week for a Christmas one, no?
Yes, we're going to do a very special Christmas one for you next week.